All right, everybody. The Get Real podcast begins right now. We're here. That's Public Square, and I'm Glenn Curry, along with Josh Kirnie.
Josh Kirnie.
The host of his own Get Real podcast. We don't know which number this is, but it's up there. Is that right, Josh? Somewhere in about 15, 16 level?
It's in there somewhere.
So last week, I missed out. I had to go downstate, but you had a wonderful session with Cass, and you said you got a good reception with that. Explain.
We did, and people are excited to see that change is possible. And today, what we're going to do is ask the basic questions on whether or not this change is for you, whether you can focus on this change.
All right, so while we were setting up, you got at least 3-4 phone calls, a lot of people inquiring about your services, about hypnosis and how it could change their lives. And I hear the level of questions that you ask them. It's very simple, and then you have to go through the preliminary aspect of like, are you qualified to do this? It's a free consultation, and very soothing. So you get people started. You're not giving them the hard sell. You're telling it as it is, because hypnosis, if I'm not mistaken, Josh, isn't for everyone. Is that correct?
That is correct.
But for the most people, though, right?
It could possibly be for everyone. So in a vacuum, like in theory, it's for everybody, but not everybody puts themselves in a position where they can accept help.
Right.
Or what they think, and sometimes people think are terminal issues. Terminal in the sense that they will live with them forever is that way I'm using terminal.
Yeah, okay.
Day.
All right, not terminal illness or anything of that nature. Yeah.
So
chronic.
Sorry, Glenn. Mm-hmm. Question number 1.
Yeah.
Can you be hypnotized? Are you hypnotizable? 1, can you focus? Because hypnosis revolves around your ability to focus. Your ability to focus directly and fixate on one thing, one singular thing, and allow yourself to take in all these messages that are so good for you. Sometimes I even use the word yummy for your nervous system. And the change happens there. If you can focus and drop your defenses just so you can focus, knowing that nothing you're going to take in is going to ever harm you.
Right.
Once you trust that process, then you can focus. And that's the first step in being hypnotizable, is being able to focus.
Yeah, that must be a shame, because people who do have a vice, either with smoking, for instance, or weight gain or weight loss or the inability to lose weight, they have to focus on that, so that the double whammy, if you can't, if you're trying to get rid of that vice, you're not focusing on your life enough to get rid of it, and then you're not focused enough to be hypnotized. That must be that's a quandary.
And that's what we test for in our free screenings. So when people inquire, and they have been inquiring at quite a rapid rate lately.
Yeah, which is good.
About, I accept in probably 5 to 6 new people a day.
Wow.
And I do not reject in the sense of, scolding people or embarrassing people, but just having them go home and think about it, or reassess exactly what they want to have happen, or their ability to be able to behave a certain way in a relaxed climate.
Do you think that COVID had a lot to do with what's going on right now in your business, as far as people, what they've been doing for the last 18 months or so?
I would say yes, but that happens all the time anyway. So different things dictate people's behaviors, and we do have a different cross section of people now that are ready to change and ready to focus on what we say than we did 18 months ago. It's step 1 here today, in this moment, in this clip that you're watching. Ask yourself right now, can you focus? Can you focus on what's important? Can you even fixate on something and allow your mind to open up to these new opportunities and ideas about what you can make it, whether or not you're living your best life? It's important to be able to feel like you can have a chance at your best life, at the best version of yourself. So fixation, singularity, focusing on just one thing. And that one thing is the sound of my voice. You don't even have to see anything right now. You could just listen to what we're saying by closing your eyes and just practicing. As long as you're not in a moving vehicle or doing anything dangerous, you could close your eyes and let your body loose and let awareness of your body go, and just practice the need and the ability to have singular awareness and fixation. And that's the first step, the first question you need to ask yourself on whether or not you are hypnotizable.
Well, I tell you what, that answers that question. So it's within ourselves where we have to determine that. We have to discipline ourselves in so many ways in life to get up out of bed, to do what's right. But in the case of someone who truly needs some type of reevaluation or reevaluating in their life, that hypnosis first starts within the soul itself, or within the person themselves. So that's a good way to start today.
That's it. That's the first step.